Oh my, oh my, oh my, not good, not good, not good!
Oh, what are you guys doing in here?
They're trying their best to unimpress me. Mission accomplished.
Nancy! Hi! Joe was just, making an effort.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
I tried showing him the ropes, but he wants to prove he can do it without my help.
Tegan set out the ingredients for Johnny Cakes before she had to run, but I gotta admit, it's been a while since I last whipped something up. Successfully.
Oh, I love Johnny Cakes. I can help.
Of course you can. All right, Hardy, step down before we have another fire on our hands.
All right, let's see. Step 1. 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar. This can't be right.
I told you I couldn't keep up with her, so I improvised. I'm 100% certain about the amounts, though.
Let's approach this sensibly. What do we need? Baking powder. 1 spoon baking.
Looks right to me.
1 teaspoon of sugar.
Do you expect us to...
1 salt.
Do you expect...
1 cup flour.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon cornmeal.
Do you expect...
1 cornmeal.
That's what I tried. Uh-oh.
This doesn't look. 1 flour.
Looks right to me.
1 corn.
Do you expect us to eat this? Get it together.
1 cup sugar.
Do you expect us to eat...
1 teaspoon baking powder.
Do you expect...
1 spoon of sugar.
Looks right.
1 spoon of sugar.
Looks right to me.
This doesn't look right. 1 cup flour.
I think...
1 cup of cornmeal.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon of sugar.
I think you...
1 spoon sugar.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon salt.
That's what I tried. Uh-oh.
1 teaspoon baking powder. This doesn't look. 1 flour.
I think...
1 corn.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon of sugar.
We're getting...
1 sugar.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon of baking powder.
I think you've got...
1 teaspoon salt.
We're getting there. That looks great. Let's tackle the next step.
All right. Second step. We have to fill the bowl until the weight is just right.
Quick heads up. This is about where things started to go south last time.
Hey!
Let's just trust that Nancy knows what she's doing.
This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right.
That looks great. Let's tackle the next step. Finally, my favorite part.
I thought your favorite part was eating.
My next favorite part.
Dear goodness.
Joe, could you help me pour while I flip?
Sure thing. This is going great. I think. I'll...
This one looks... More Johnny cake?
Ooh, these smell delicious.
Great job, Nancy.
These look amazing.
Okay. May, these are the Hardy brothers, Frank and Joe.
We're very interested in your case.
Uh-huh. They're good friends of mine. They're going to help us with the investigation. The more people we have working on this, the better chance we have of solving the case.
Cool.
Joe, you need to learn how to cook. Maybe let Frank teach you. Otherwise, how are you going to impress anyone?
Solving crimes impresses people.
So does committing them. What? It's true. Not saying I'm impressed by that. Just stating a fact. I prefer someone who possesses a deep intellectual appreciation and table manners.
You want to be impressed? We should finally show her our business plan for our new business. What? It's very businessy.
What? What is it?
Well, Joe and I have been talking recently about making things a bit more official. Since we're always called to solve crimes, we thought that maybe we should start getting paid for it.
We're starting our very own detective agency. License, insurance, the whole thing. And
And we want to know if you'd be interested in being a partner.
A partner?
Hey, table that. All right, Drew. Why not update everyone on where we're at?
So, I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
yes, sounds super exciting.
I already told them about the whole sighting.
Yeah, I can't explain it. Yet.
Even with the most modern scientific techniques available, there are many phenomena that we still cannot explain. I believe what you saw was real.
What?
What?
Sure, some sort of combination of gaseous blow-off and light refraction.
No, supernatural. A ghost, a real ghost, with thoughts and memory and agency.
I'm not so sure.
I just built some new equipment that I'd love to try out.
I'm sure it's nothing, but we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate anyway. Maybe we can add ghost hunting to our detective services. Kidding.
One thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of ownership of the Hathorn House, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go together.
No. It's better if I handle this solo. I'm a whiz with microfiche. Don't ask me why.
Sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to tell it to you, okay?
So, Nancy, what do you think we should focus on for the investigation?
The arson that happened last week.
And we haven't had the chance to collect any alibis yet.
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Corroborating their answers with whomever they were with will help bring into focus who is and isn't a suspect. Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a burglary.
What was stolen?
We don't know.
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the Accused Witches organization.
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorn estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their ancestors. It's one of the reasons I searched for the Book of Apologies in Austria, as it contains a record of wronged families. But someone swiped it right under my nose. And around the time of the arson, there was a burglary at the judge's office.
Too coincidental not to be connected.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd like to review the crime scene at the courthouse for any clues.
The judge might not let you do that. He didn't sound very forthcoming.
True. But maybe my father can convince him. They're old friends. I can give him a call.
All right. What else?
We need to figure out how the theft from Mosem Castle is connected to this case.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch trials, some of which are still unknown to this day.
However, this book was stolen as well, 3 days ago, when Nancy was there.
Why was this book all the way in Austria?
Great question.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the time. That must be how it ended up in an Austrian castle, for safekeeping.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, whoever it is.
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone in town can't be accounted for. Might point us in the right direction.
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are dangerous. Remember that. And be careful.
Hey,
Nope.
we're going to find out who...
If you say so. Look, thanks for breakfast. I just want to say,
You said you used to hang out at the Hathorn house.
uh-huh.
Did you ever see anything strange when you were there?
Like ghosts?
Yeah.
No?
Oh. Do you feel ready to talk about your alibi?
I don't even have a passport. I don't go anywhere, so I wasn't in Austria, if that's...
And giving us your alibi. People tell me there's a good reason to suspect you, but no one can say.
Isn't it obvious? I've got a burn mark covering the entire side of my face and like most of my arms. It must be me.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I prefer it to pit.
Would you tell me what happened?
There was a fire.
I'm not trying to pry. It's just that so far, the main cause for suspecting you of the Hathorn fire seems to be this previous one. I only want to understand.
I was 9. It was an old shed and I wasn't supposed to play in it. It was kind of a den full of stuff, like candles.
So it was an accident. You were just a kid. Harsh to suspect you.
Don't make me talk about it.
Okay. Talk to you.
you're here.
Yes, I am. This shop is really cool. I love the decor.
Thank you. It's taken a lot of years to get it the way I want.
I kind of imagined this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously, you have all these herbs. Look, St. John's wort, mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in the death and judgment. But I was always interested in all of that lost knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
You get a lot of people in? Maybe May Perry?
May. That's funny.
Why?
Look, she's had a hard time. She's not the only one. I've been the kid everyone looks at. You need friends to talk to. She doesn't want any.
She has her sister. Tegan cares about her.
Tegan protects what's important to Tegan. Sometimes that's May.
Gosh. Herbal teas. Ha! A commercial. This is an interesting book.
It's very old. Priceless, really.
Well, in that case, why not keep it behind glass?
I use it every day. Only me, no one else. Now, what else do you want to talk about?
be? Locked. Locked. This ought to help me out. Locked. A wooden decoration. A wooden deck. Can't you? Locked. These snapdragons. Can't use that here. Can't use that. What kind of herbs do you have here?
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started, business has been booming. Between managing the shop itself and preparing remedies, it's getting harder to keep up.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedies, if that's okay with you. I love learning new things.
This is delicate work. But you do seem to have an interest in herbology. Sure, it would be fun to pass on the basics, at least. I'll be around the shop and manage the counter. Just let me know when you have something finished, and I'll take a look at it.
Great. So, where do I begin?
I've prepared the patient notes already. You can find them on the counter. You can use my reference book to study the herbs and what ailments they cure, and the basics of remedy mixing.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun. These are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. Need to... This book looks really worn.
Remember to read the patient's note. You're gonna have to start over. No, this isn't right.
Cinnamon. Sage. Our Lady...
No, this isn't right. Remember...
Oh.
Yeah, I lost it.
Our Lady... Thank you. It's tricky to keep track.
It's old and worn from use, but full of wisdom.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
You ever hear rumors about a coven in Salem?
That's just something Olivia says to sell tour tickets. I didn't think you believed in that.
So you never heard a rumor?
What are you getting at?
I found a photo of you three.
She kept it?
Do you remember where the...
Sure. Well, sort of. It was...
So,
Well, that was long ago. We did dumb things. I wish we hadn't.
Everyone says there are ghosts in this. What is it?
You know, but I've seen ghosts.
Really?
Wait, you believe me?
I believe there's an explanation.
I don't know. A woman wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was real. I could hear her. I could feel her. She smelled like rotten fruit or something. You know, that gray, yeah.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually.
I saw her in the Hathorn house. What?
What kind... Time to mix it up.
No, this isn't right. Remember... It took me a...